I got to ask you, obviously there's so many things going on right now in the boxing world, and you're always somebody that people want to hear their opinion because you've been around so long, you know so much about the sport. But if you could say, if you were looking back to the sport 20, 25 years ago and looking at the way it functions today, what do you think is like the biggest difference?
Well, I think boxing during the 70s and 80s, largely because of Ali and then because of Sugar Ray, became major. People talked about it all the time. It was in the spotlight. It competed very well with other sports like basketball, American football, baseball. There was tremendous interest in boxing. And then for various reasons, the interest fell off after, I guess, in the early 90s. It wasn't as robust. There was Mike Tyson, but, one reason for it, I believe, is boxing grew up and was publicized because it was on all the free-to-air television stations, CBS, ABC, NBC, and people on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon where the fights were held would sit and they would watch it, huge audiences and all that. And then the premium television people like HBO and Showtime came in, and they offered triple, quadruple the money for the same fights, and you could put them on in prime time. And of course, the market being the market, you went for that. And that, in effect, drove the networks, free-to-air networks, out of the business because they couldn't compete for the same matches. And we grew fat and happy, and the fighters did on the extra money, but they were limited audiences. HBO reached 30 million people, Showtime 15 million, small compared to over the air, and therefore the generation growing up in that period wasn't into boxing in the same way as the generation before. Now, with ESPN back in the picture with essentially free television. You watch events with Fox Television, which does the BBC fights. Now it's being made more available to the public without cost, and hopefully that will build the audience of the future.
Right, definitely. I see that. I grew up watching it on CBS.
Right.
I saw all kinds of great fights on CBS.
Most of them I promoted.
Right.
Don King promoted a lot of the ABC ones.
Yeah, CBS. I remember I watched. Unfortunately, I remember one of the ones stick out is Mancini Duke.
I did that fight.
Yeah, that sticks out though. But I remember it's one of the first fights I saw.